The choices we make at the dinner table after the age of 60 cast a much longer shadow than they did in our younger years. Our bodies, now magnificent chronicles of decades of life, process nutrients and, unfortunately, toxins in a profoundly different way. What was once a simple, healthy meal can become a source of hidden dangers that quietly undermine our vitality. We often hear about the incredible benefits of eating fish, a powerhouse of omega-3s for the brain and lean protein for our muscles. But what is dangerously overlooked is that this vast underwater world is not created equal. There's a dark side to this celebrated health food, a side where certain fish carry a toxic load that can be particularly detrimental to a mature body. Navigating these waters without a proper map can lead you to unknowingly consume substances that may accelerate cognitive decline, strain your vital organs, and undo all your other efforts to stay healthy and vibrant. The truth is, the specific fish you choose to eat could be one of the most critical health decisions you make this week. If you believe that knowledge is the cornerstone of a long and healthy life, and you want to continue making empowered decisions for your well-being, then take a moment to support our channel. Please click the like button and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. By doing so, you ensure you won't miss any of our deep dives into senior health that are designed to help you thrive in your best years. Your support allows us to keep creating this vital content. Before we unveil the treasures of the sea that you should be embracing, we must first navigate the treacherous waters and identify the predators, not just of the ocean, but of your long-term health. The primary villain in this story is a heavy metal, mercury. While it's a naturally occurring element, industrial activities have spewed it into our atmosphere, from where it settles into our oceans and waterways. In this aquatic environment, bacteria transform it into a far more sinister compound called methylmercury. This is where the danger truly begins. Tiny aquatic organisms absorb it, small fish eat these organisms, larger fish eat the smaller fish, and so on, all the way up the marine food chain. With each step, the concentration of methylmercury becomes more and more intense. This process, known as biomagnification, means that the largest, longest-living predatory fish at the very top of the food chain accumulate the highest and most dangerous levels of this neurotoxin. For a person over 60, the body's ability to excrete heavy metals like mercury is often naturally reduced. Your kidneys, which have been filtering your blood for over 6 decades, may not be as efficient as they once were. Your liver, the body's primary detoxification organ, has a lifetime of work behind it. When you introduce a significant source of mercury, you're placing an enormous burden on these already hard-working organs. The toxin can then circulate and cross the blood-brain barrier, settling in the very place you're trying to protect the most, your brain. This can lead to a cascade of neurological issues that can be easily misdiagnosed as simple signs of aging. It's a silent erosion of your cognitive health, and it starts on your plate. Let's begin with the fish that should be considered the greatest threats. Number 1. Shark. The thought of shark on a menu might seem exotic or a delicacy, often found in dishes like shark fin soup or as grilled steaks. However, consuming this apex predator is one of the most hazardous dietary choices a senior can make. Sharks sit at the absolute pinnacle of the marine food chain. For decades, they cruise the oceans, consuming countless other fish, each one contributing its own load of mercury. The result is a level of biomagnification that is almost unparalleled. The mercury content in shark meat is consistently and dangerously high, so high that regulatory bodies like the FDA and EPA have issued stern, unequivocal warnings against its consumption, especially for sensitive populations, which absolutely includes older adults. When a person over 60 ingests this mercury, it doesn't just pass through the system. It builds up in the bloodstream and tissues. The primary target is the central nervous system. The potential for neurological damage is profound. We're talking about symptoms that can tragically mimic or even accelerate the onset of age-related cognitive disorders. This can manifest as brain fog, memory lapses, and a frustrating inability to focus. It can also lead to more severe symptoms, such as tremors, a loss of coordination, and difficulties with fine motor skills. Imagine struggling to button a shirt or sign your name, not due to arthritis, but due to a toxin from your food. Furthermore, this heavy metal burden puts immense strain on your renal system. The kidneys are tasked with the monumental job of filtering out this poison, and for kidneys that may already be experiencing a natural decline in function, this added stress can be the tipping point, potentially leading to or worsening kidney disease. The risk is not worth any perceived culinary reward. Number 2. Swordfish. Swordfish is another prestigious, top-of-the-food chain predator that is unfortunately popular in many restaurants and fish markets. Its firm, meaty texture makes it a favorite for grilling. But, like the shark, its position in the oceanic hierarchy makes it a sponge for mercury. Swordfish are long-lived and travel vast distances, consuming a wide variety of other fish throughout their lives. This lifestyle leads to the accumulation of dangerously high levels of methylmercury in their flesh. For an older adult, the cardiovascular implications are just as alarming as the neurological ones. While we are often told to eat fish for its heart-healthy omega-3 fatty acids, the high mercury content in swordfish can actively counteract these benefits. Research has suggested that high levels of mercury can promote inflammation and oxidative stress in the blood vessels, potentially contributing to atherosclerosis, the hardening of the arteries. It can also interfere with the normal function of the endothelium, the delicate lining of your blood vessels, which is crucial for maintaining healthy blood pressure and circulation. So, you might be eating swordfish thinking you are protecting your heart, when in fact you could be exposing it to a toxin that undermines its function. The neurological risks are, of course, also present and potent. Mercury is known to interfere with neurotransmitters in the brain, which can affect mood and cognitive clarity. It can lead to feelings of irritability, anxiety, or even depression, which can significantly impact one's quality of life. The very essence of a healthy retirement, a clear mind and a strong heart, is what is put at risk by a plate of grilled swordfish. It is a gamble with your health that you simply don't need to take. Number 3. King mackerel. This is a particularly insidious one because its name causes so much confusion. Mackerel, as a category, is often praised for its health benefits, particularly its omega-3 content. However, not all mackerel are the same. Atlantic mackerel, a smaller species, is indeed a healthy choice. King mackerel, on the other hand, is a completely different story. This larger, predatory fish roams the warmer waters of the Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico, and it accumulates very high levels of mercury, placing it firmly on the "do not eat" list. The danger lies in the potential for mix-ups at the fish counter. A consumer might hear that mackerel is healthy and unwittingly purchase the king mackerel variety, believing they are making a great choice for their health. For a senior, the high mercury load from king mackerel can exacerbate inflammatory conditions. Chronic inflammation is a root cause of many age-related ailments, from painful arthritis to heart disease. Mercury acts as a pro-inflammatory agent in the body, which means it can pour gasoline on the fire of existing joint pain, making stiffness and discomfort much worse. It can also contribute to systemic inflammation that affects your entire body. On a cellular level, mercury can damage mitochondria, the tiny powerhouses within our cells that are responsible for generating energy. For an older adult whose cellular energy production is already naturally declining, this can lead to profound fatigue, weakness, and a general feeling of malaise that can be difficult to pinpoint. It's a vitality drain, happening from the inside out, all because of a simple case of mistaken identity in the fish aisle. Number 4. Tilefish. While less common in some parts of the world, tilefish, particularly those caught in the Gulf of Mexico, have the unfortunate distinction of containing some of the highest mercury levels of any commercially available fish, often even higher than shark or swordfish. The Environmental Protection Agency has placed tilefish in its highest mercury category, advising against its consumption by all vulnerable groups. The reason for its extreme toxicity is its diet, and they feed on crustaceans like crabs and lobsters, which have already accumulated toxins from their environment. This results in a highly concentrated dose of mercury in the tilefish's flesh. For individuals over 60, the impact of this level of mercury exposure cannot be overstated. The neurotoxic effects can be swift and severe. We're talking about a direct assault on the brain and nervous system that can lead to symptoms like vertigo, dizziness, and a persistent ringing in the ears known as tinnitus. It can also cause numbness or a pins and needles sensation in the hands, feet, and around the mouth. One of the most frightening aspects is how these symptoms can be misattributed. A doctor might see these signs in an older patient and suspect a stroke, a neurological disorder, or simply the unavoidable consequences of aging, without ever considering their diet as the root cause. Choosing to eat tilefish is like playing Russian roulette with your neurological health. It's a risk so significant that this fish should be permanently blacklisted from your diet, no exceptions. The potential damage to your cognitive function and overall nervous system integrity is far too great a price to pay. Now that we have marked the hazardous zones on our culinary map, let's turn our attention to the incredible, life-enhancing fish that should be a regular feature on your plate. These are the nutritional heroes of the sea, chosen not only for their low levels of contaminants, but for their dense concentration of nutrients that are especially crucial for the health and vitality of anyone over the age of 60. The focus here shifts dramatically from avoiding toxins to embracing powerful therapeutic compounds. We're talking about specific omega-3 fatty acids, like DHA and EPA, which are literal building blocks for your brain cells. We're looking for high-quality, easily digestible protein to combat age-related muscle loss or sarcopenia. We're seeking out sources of vitamin D and calcium to fortify your skeleton against fractures and osteoporosis. These fish are not just food, they are medicine. They are your allies in the quest for a sharp mind, a resilient body, a strong heart, and an energetic life for many years to come. Making the conscious switch to these superior choices is a proactive step that can yield profound benefits, enhancing your health from the inside out. Let us now explore the champions of the aquatic world. Number 1. Wild-caught salmon. There's a very good reason why wild-caught salmon is often hailed as the king of healthy fish. It is arguably the most potent source of the long-chain omega-3 fatty acids, icosapentaenoic acid. These are not just EPA, generic good fats, and docosahexaenoic they are essential nutrients that play a highly specialized role in the body, in our diet, particularly for brain and heart health. DHA is a primary structural component of the human brain and retina. This means your brain literally uses it to build and repair nerve cells and maintain neural pathways. For a senior, a consistent intake of DHA is like providing premium raw materials to the construction crew that maintains your cognitive function. It has been extensively studied for its ability to protect against age-related cognitive decline, lower the risk of dementia, and even improve mood by supporting neurotransmitter function. EPA, on the other hand, is a superstar anti-inflammatory. It works at a cellular level to reduce the body's production of inflammatory substances. This is critically important for older adults, as chronic inflammation is a key driver of arthritis pain, heart disease, regular consumption of the EPA in salmon can lead to more fluid joints, less pain, and a healthier cardiovascular system. It helps to lower triglycerides, reduce blood pressure, and make blood platelets less sticky, reducing the risk of clots. It is crucial to emphasize the wild-caught distinction. Wild salmon have a natural diet of smaller fish and krill, which gives them their vibrant color and superior nutritional profile, including a higher
salmon,
ratio of omega-3s to less healthy omega-6 fats, fed a processed diet, and may have higher levels of contaminants like PCBs. Investing in wild-caught salmon is a direct investment in the highest quality nourishment for your brain, joints, and heart. Number 2. Sardines. It is time to look past the humble can and recognize the sardine for the nutritional giant it truly is. These tiny fish are one of the safest and healthiest choices you can possibly make. Feeding only on plankton, they do not accumulate mercury or other heavy metals. You can eat them freely without any of the concerns associated with larger predatory fish. But their benefits go far beyond being clean. Sardines are a veritable treasure chest of nutrients vital for senior health. Most notably, when you eat sardines with their tiny, soft, edible bones, you are consuming one of the best natural sources of calcium available. Of a supplement. It's a highly bioavailable form of calcium, perfectly packaged by nature. For anyone over 60, particularly women, maintaining bone density is a top priority to prevent the devastating effects of osteoporosis and fractures. But the magic of sardines doesn't stop there. They are also packed with vitamin D, a nutrient that is notoriously difficult to get from food. Vitamin D is essential for your body to be able to absorb and utilize the calcium you eat. Calcium and vitamin D work as a team, and sardines provide a healthy dose of both. On top of that, they are also an excellent source of those critical omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, supporting your brain and heart. They are an incredibly affordable, sustainable, and convenient source of high-quality protein, calcium, and omega-3s. Mashing them with some avocado or a bit of mustard on whole-grain toast is a simple, delicious, and profoundly healthy meal. Number 3. Atlantic mackerel. Here we must be very precise again to undo the confusion caused by the king mackerel. Atlantic mackerel, sometimes called Boston mackerel, is a smaller, non-predatory fish that is an absolute powerhouse of nutrition and is very low in mercury. It should not be feared. It should be celebrated. This variety of mackerel is one of the richest sources of omega-3s in the world, often containing even more per serving than salmon. This makes it an exceptional choice for anyone looking to aggressively combat inflammation and support their cardiovascular system. The high concentration of EPA and DHA in Atlantic mackerel has a remarkable effect on the health of your blood vessels. It helps to improve the flexibility and function of the endothelium, the critical inner lining of your arteries. A healthy endothelium means better blood flow, more stable blood pressure, and a significantly lower risk of plaque formation that leads to atherosclerosis. Beyond its extraordinary omega-3 content, Atlantic mackerel is also a fantastic source of vitamin B12. As we age, our ability to absorb B12 from food can decrease, and a deficiency in this vitamin is common among seniors. A B12 deficiency can cause a host of serious problems, including profound fatigue, weakness, nerve issues like numbness or tingling, and even cognitive problems like memory loss and confusion. Just one serving of Atlantic mackerel can provide several times the daily requirement for vitamin B12, helping to protect your nerve function and maintain your energy levels. Its rich, oily flesh is not only delicious but is a clear sign of its dense nutrient content. It is a smart, safe, and incredibly potent addition to a health-focused diet. Number 4. Herring. Herring is another small, oily fish closely related to the sardine that is a nutritional superstar and a staple in the diets of some of the world's longest-living populations, particularly in Scandinavia. Like sardines, herring is low on the food chain, making it a very clean and safe choice, free from high levels of mercury. Its claim to fame is its astounding concentration of both vitamin D and omega-3 fatty acids. Many populations, especially in colder climates, are deficient in vitamin D, and this deficiency can become more pronounced in older adults who may spend less time in the sun and whose skin is less efficient at producing it. A deficiency can weaken the immune system, contribute to bone loss, and even affect mood. Herring is one of the few foods that can provide a substantial amount of this crucial vitamin, helping to fill this common nutritional gap. Herring is also a magnificent source of the mineral selenium. Selenium is a powerful antioxidant that works to protect your cells from damage caused by free radicals. This cellular protection is key to healthy aging. Selenium also plays a vital role in immune function and thyroid health, which is the gland that regulates your metabolism. For seniors, a robust immune system is critical for fending off illnesses. The combination of high-quality protein to maintain muscle mass, omega-3s to fight inflammation, vitamin D for bones and immunity, and selenium for antioxidant protection makes herring a truly comprehensive health food. Whether you enjoy it pickled, smoked, or fresh, incorporating herring into your diet is a wise and effective strategy for promoting longevity and vitality. The path to a vibrant and healthy life past 60 is paved with conscious, informed choices. It requires looking beyond the headlines and understanding the subtle but profound ways that our food choices impact our unique physiology. The sea offers a bounty of incredible nutrition, a powerful resource for protecting our brains, strengthening our hearts, and fortifying our bones. But it also holds hidden hazards that can silently chip away at the very health by deliberately removing the high-mercury predators like shark, swordfish, king mackerel, and tilefish from your diet. You are not depriving yourself. You are protecting yourself. You are closing the door to a potent neurotoxin that has no place in a mature body. And by opening your kitchen to the nutritional powerhouses of wild-caught salmon, sardines, Atlantic mackerel, and herring, you are actively giving your body the specific tools it needs not just to survive, knowledge empowers you to be the architect of your own well-being, turning every meal into an opportunity to build a stronger, healthier, and more brilliant future.